So for those of you that don't know, Turo is an app that lets people rent out their personal cars. And in doing so, Turo takes a cut of the revenue, and it allows individuals to act as essentially their own rental company. I guess the idea behind it, so you can offset your car payments and sort of crowd share your vehicle. They provide the insurance and they make it a safe, transactionally secure place for you to do business with people. So I'm down in Atlanta and I decided to use Turo for convenience. It wasn't the cheap option, but I figured it was a little bit better than dealing with the rental car process at the Atlanta airport. Check it out. All right, just landed in Atlanta and I've got another Turo fail, and I'll show you what it means. This right here, like, the car rentals are always a process. So I was like, you know what, let me try to use Turo. And you jump on, at Atlanta, if you don't know the process, you jump on a tram. The tram takes 10 or 15 minutes, gets you over to the rental car center, you get your rental car, then it's a standard process. I don't really ball out when I get a rental car. I ended up getting a cheap Nissan Versa, and I'm expecting a pretty shit car, but I was not expecting the process when I paid a little bit extra to get the curbside pickup. This isn't curbside pickup. I gotta look for shuttle 37. Good God.
Platform 9. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where I might find platform 9 3/4?
9 3/4? Think you're being funny, do you?
33. I don't even think 37 exists. And the whole thing is you have to read this fine print. I'm not a fine print sort of guy. Like, I know rental process, and I don't want to do extra work, and I don't want to feel like I'm going to find out what the surprise is as we go, and that's what I'm finding out now. There's 37 down there. Now, I thought what I was getting was curbside, and curbside, it's like over there where people get dropped off, they pull up, they drop you off. I was really cognizant about getting to the curb at the 2 o'clock time that I said I was going to get here. Then when the guy said, call me when you land, I call him, and it turns out this guy's got a bunch of cars. He runs a gypsy operation, and what you get with a gypsy operation is you're doing the legwork, and I'm acting as his employee, and that's not what I signed up for. Now, I would cancel it right now, but then I'd be screwed and be paying for 2 car rentals, and that defeats the purpose. Right now I come here, and I wait for my bus. There's my bus.
Security forces to let them by. One of them told them to be on the right side of history.
All right, let's see what car I got. What's the code to get into it?
Yeah, we give you the code after the pictures are uploaded.
Oh, okay, got it. So now I got to go through the process of doing his check-in process and seeing if the other person, the last person, cleaned the car, gassed the car, and didn't damage the car. So I am acting as their employee, which I get. There's a certain amount of concession you do when you operate as a gypsy service, but like, I don't know, do they mark down that the hood is the roof is damaged, the antenna is missing, the car is just generally shit, the wiper blade is hanging off? I mean, there's a nick on the bumper. Where do we start? It's pretty standard at other car rental companies what they charge you for. Here, I don't know if any of these scratches and whatnot are going to be billed to me. Let me do this process now. I got to do the Turo check-in process, and I didn't realize, because I didn't read the fine print, that I got to pay $16 to $24 for parking, which you never have to pay for at a car rental company. They store them at the airport for free. For me, not so much. So here's the check-in process on Turo for those of you that haven't done it. Now, it's tough to try to photograph the car because there's another car next to it and they're not giving me the keys until after I upload the photos. Yeah, why not? Send it, right? Yeah, let's do the other side. See, I can't. Let me get a little bit of that truck in frame so they see. Why? All right. Now I guess I got to call him because I can't get the odometer until after I do my photos. This is a pain in the ass. All right. So he said if the parking is over $10 or $24, which is a lot, which is 25% more than my rental cost, then just let him know and he'll take care of it. Or take care of the excess. But I wasn't expecting an additional $25 on my $100 rental, when I could have gotten one from the airport for a mere $77 inclusive of all taxes and fees. My roll down windows, my 91,000 mile car. Let's just see how much extra this is going to cost me. Okay, scan barcode. Please wait while I retrieve. $43. Son of a bee. Hey, how are you? $43.50. Which yellow coupon do I have? There's nobody at the yeah, there's nobody here. It's just a machine.
Yeah, pull out. Go to the cashier.
Okay, go to the cashier.
Yeah. Go to the cashier and show them that yellow coupon, and it actually takes it off the total.
Okay, there's a yellow coupon in my text messages?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go look.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Man, this is fun. There we go. Everything is awesome. Oh, there you go. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And luckily I started the audio when I got to the car rental shuttle. Now I'm going to stop the audio and we're going to see just how long this whole process took me. The alignment's off. We go that way. And the wheels are either bent or significantly out of balance. You can see the steering wheel shake. I'm essentially getting a 95,000 mile car, 92,000 mile car, which has a value of wholesale value of $2,200. So it means it's worth $3,000, $3,500, and I'm paying more for this car than I would pay if I went to a rental car company. That sucks, and I get Turo's policies and trying to keep the quality of the product there, but this is a subpar product in a less convenient manner at a higher cost, and that's no fun. So Turo should identify some of this stuff. And look, I'm not trying to dig at the guy that's doing this. The guy's trying to make a buck. He's got his little gypsy operation. He's got a bunch of cars. He's making some money renting out cars that have no value. And I mean, at least it's got the oil change sticker up here, so he's getting the oil change done. But the rest of the maintenance is non-existent. Turo doesn't monitor the maintenance on cars, make sure that they're inspected. They don't do any of that. And in a state like Florida or wherever where there's no state inspection, you could be renting out dangerous vehicles and they essentially don't care. So there is some liability aspect from a business perspective that they should be concerned about. And I'm sure they signed something with the guy providing the car, which passes off that liability to the individual. But a guy renting out cars for $30 a day that are worth $3,000 to me doesn't have anything to go after anyway, so you're sort of shit out of luck. So just something to be aware of if you're looking to rent a car on Turo. It's something, ideally, this stuff gets back to Turo and they can find a way to make sure that the customers are getting a valuable product and things are being represented properly, and you don't have to read through the fine print. But I guess when you're using a service like Turo, you can't go off of what you'd expect from a rental car company. You now have to realize that you're dealing with a specific individual and you have to check specifically. And it sucks because I've tried asking for more photos. It doesn't allow you to communicate with the guy before you rent it. You have to rent it and then you're sort of stuck into whatever you committed to. So Turo, this time, we're really 0 for 4 here on Turo. I hope I have a better experience. I rented the Range Rover that had damage that I didn't expect. I rented the Mustang that was misrepresented as having 1,200 horsepower that didn't have. I rented the Jeep, which was essentially a valueless pile of crap, and now I rented this, which was less convenient, more expensive, and frankly, an unsafe turd.